What does your mommy do?
She works a lot of time.
She does? Where does she work?
QVC.
What's her job?
The sell stuff.
And what do you like about being home with your daddy?
We play a lot.
I wanted to be a soap opera actress because that was the career where, like, you know, you could get married and divorced 10 times and have a twin sister kill you and you would come back from the dead. Like, I just thought like that little fantasy would be a fun career to have, of getting in hair and makeup and being fun characters. But I mean, that was what I was dreaming of when I was 4, 5, and 6. I grew up outside of Baltimore, Maryland, a small town called Kingsville, Maryland. I'm the middle of 3 girls, but everybody was kind and wonderful, and I know that sounds a little, you know, fake and maybe too picturesque, but really I had a mom and a dad who loved each other, who loved their children, and who they are retired now, but were blue-collared workers. And they came home, and he had dirt under his fingernails, and my mom was on her feet all day, and they're just doing the best they could and gave us a lot and gave up a lot because of that. So, to live in New York, you have to find the first job that is available and at the door. So I lived in Gramercy Park, and the day that we got there and unpacked, my friends, we just walked all around the neighborhood. Any restaurant, any store, anything. You walked in and you filled out the application so you could make some money while you tried to put your acting career together. And Heartland Brewery was a restaurant not far from my first apartment, but they were hiring for hostesses at the time, and you're willing to start anywhere. And in the restaurant, the bartenders are right across from the host desk. And you know, after the lunch rush dies down, you're just standing there waiting for a customer, staring at the bar. And there was this very kind, I mean, he's handsome, but he was kind before he was handsome. And he had such a nice smile. This wonderful guy, his name was Steve. He offered to show me New York and help me find an apartment. And it really was just kindness that attracted me to him first, and that's how we met.
She was super nice. Like, who you see on air is the girl I've known for, I don't know, 12, 15 years. Super bubbly, just genuinely nice. I mean, that's, and again, like, that was so not girls in New York at the time.
Once I realized that maybe acting wasn't best for me, maybe being me was best for me, I started looking at different roles that I wouldn't have auditioned for in the past. And so for the first time, I looked at auditions differently, and Pennsylvania didn't scare me, hosting didn't scare me, and shopping excited me. So I said, heck, why not? Let's try it, let's see what happens. So we never really once stopped and said, okay, what will you do if I get the job? We just figured he was doing real estate, and why not do real estate in PA? It seemed so easy. And then we got to Pennsylvania.
I had reciprocity, so I could, my license transferred here to Pennsylvania, which was great. And I thought, my mentality at the time was, oh, you know, I was doing decent in New York, I was doing pretty well, things were going great. You know, that old adage, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna crush it and do really well. Completely opposite.
So I didn't realize that me saying yes to QVC meant everything for me, and really didn't mean a lot for Steve's career, and we kind of struggled that first year trying to figure out what I had done to my husband. We had Bree for 1 whole year and tried to do the whole balancing act of, okay, a whole new month has been released. We're gonna need a babysitter at this time on Monday. We're gonna need a babysitter at this time on Wednesday. Oh, we're gonna need a babysitter to come in at 9 o'clock at night and spend the night. So after a year of trying to figure out day by day situations, we moved Steve into part-time. And the more and more he was home, the more and more we realized that's what was helping. And so it's scary. I think anytime you say, okay, let's just give up the salary and keep you home, it is scary. But we said it in, let's try it. And if it's not working and we're not making everything happen financially that we need to, then let's figure it out again. But at least let's try it and see if it works out better for us. And we tried it, and 4 years later, it's still working out better. I always tell Steve it's this awkward silence. So if we go out and meet people for the first time, it's, oh, you know, what do you guys do for a living? And
I'm like, oh, I'm a stay-at-home dad. They're like, oh. They're not really sure what to really say. Like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Like, what is, like, are you okay?
I think they don't even understand how it's impacting them yet. Like, I think about how awesome it is to have a mom who goes off to work and a mom who brings home a paycheck and a dad who buys the leotards and the tights and gets the ballet and the tap shoes on. I mean, for them, it's just normal. What's not normal is when the other parents say, wait a minute, there's a dad sitting here at dance.
I feel like I'm very lucky to be able to be with them and watch them grow and help them develop. Hopefully I'm doing the right thing with them. I mean, I don't know, it's all trial and error, I guess, but figure out what works and what doesn't, but I don't know.
Well, for me, I could not have this career. I could not go to work and not feel guilty if I didn't have a supportive husband. Like, there are times where I look at Bree and I look at Clay, and I realize they go to bed so much easier for Steve. And I realize when they say, no, I want Daddy to do it, that it does break my heart a little bit. But then at the same time, I'm showing my daughter that you don't have to be the one to make the dinner. You don't have to be the one to start the laundry. You can be the one that makes this awesome career and provides for your family. And I'm showing my son, you know what? Your mom can be the strong person in this relationship, and your dad can be the one that hugs you and kisses away that little boo-boo and gives you the big kiss at night. And nobody's telling our kids that you can't do this and you have to be the one that does this. So, you know, I'm just so grateful that I found this partner, that we just support each other and we're a team, and we haven't defined these roles that say you can only be the one that does this and you can be the only one that does that.